Shaw and Associates.
I'm Dave Shaw, President and CEO of Shaw & Associates. For over 70 years, Shaw & Associates has been your trusted experts for wealth management, tax, accounting, and payroll. We change lives and inspire true wealth, one person, one family, one business at a time. Shaw & Associates is a wealth management investment firm that specializes in taxes, serving as a fiduciary, putting your interests first. You can find more information or schedule an appointment by calling 530-674-1150 or on the web at shawassociatesinc.com. Shaw & Associates is proud to support community radio.
And we're grateful for the support for community radio. If you'd like to support community radio, you just go to 93qradio.com and hit the donate button. Well, this morning, my 9 o'clock interview is with Chris Mathews, and I have found a fellow soldier in Let's Help Other People.
That is what I wake up, live, eat, and breathe. Honestly, that is the goal.
It's like I want my life to be good, but I'd like the life of everybody around me to be good, right?
Why not share the love?
Yeah, and then there's just certain things that we can do to help others. So, Chris, it's called Sutter Butte Social Club. I have no idea what that is and how I become a member, and what are the dues?
Well, first off, there are no dues. It's just showing up to help. So, yeah. A while ago, about 15 years ago, I joined a group that was called the Active 2030 Club. It's a national organization, but most importantly, it was only 20 to 39-year-old men. They formed a women's club next to us, but as we were aging out, as we were running out of members, and as the women's club and the guys' club were separated, I realized that we needed to make a change. And the way that changed was very simple. We make our own thing. We go completely on our own. We created the Sutter Butte Social Club. There's no age limit. There's no gender. All are welcome. Anyone that wants to help kids. And that's our primary mission, is helping the underserved youth in the Yuba Sutter area. We've raised a lot of money over the past couple of years, but it took us 3 years to finally get to go back to doing what we were doing long ago, before COVID, before all of that died.
Yeah.
But that's the Kohl's back to school shopping spree, which we just got to do just a little under a month ago. So we partnered with Kohl's and also the Early Risers Kiwanis. So they provided breakfast for us.
Folks.
Oh, they're amazing.
Great folks.
Yep. Once again, Tom and all of your people, thank you so much for your help. They even brought guys. 2 bikes to raffle off to our kids. But we had 53 kids, local kids. And I'm talking, we had 14 different schools in our area, all the way from Linda to Colusa and so on.
Wow.
And we took them through Kohl's. They each got about $125 worth of merchandise, and we're talking clothes, backpacks, shoes, underwear, jackets, things that they needed. Whatever they needed. So they had a personal shopper wandering around with them. We were there for about an hour. We had 70-something volunteers with 53 kids, so we had too many volunteers.
Cool. That's cool.
I mean, what a magical experience that is. So we had couples, married couples, walking around with a single kid, and what an experience for the kid too, because then they're probably walking around with their brother on the other side of the store and their sister, near them, but they get a personal shopper or two, and it's all about them, and it's the things that they need. And a little personal anecdote: it was about 15 years ago that I did that. I volunteered for that event. I walked a kid through. I was a little verklempt walking back out with handing him off to his mom with a bag of clothes, and I thought I gotta join. So I joined back then, and then that stuck with me now, and I have to continue being part of it for as long as I can.
I know people think it's a cliche, but there is a Bible verse that said it's more blessed to give than to receive. And the experience of seeing somebody's life changed by a simple act of giving, it's a mind boggler. And some things we give to, it's not actually you're a participant. Maybe you give so much money a month, right? Or maybe even it's an organization like Compassion International where you're supporting a child that lives in another country, right? But when you are in a place where you're actually seeing that giving, and we've got a lot of stuff in our area that does that, where it's literally you get to see it, and it just changes you. It just changes you. It's like, that was so awesome. I want to do that again. So you ended up doing it again and again and again.
And again and again.
You're addicted. Chris, you're addicted to giving.
You know, I've been told that I have an addictive personality, so I guess
Well,
I'll take this one as opposed to some alternatives.
If you're going to be addicted, be addicted to giving.
Yeah, it definitely is. The magic, it bleeds into your everyday life.
Yeah.
And we left immediately to go on a vacation the very next day. But I got to feel that giving spirit, for the whole week while we're relaxing in Hawaii. And I'm thinking about how fun that was that we helped all those kids.
You're like tipping bigger than normal. It's like,
I got those Hawaiian servers really need it.
So, all right. So you guys were part of the East Nicholas Labor Day Parade last year. And was that a fundraiser, what you did there? It was a fundraiser. What were you doing?
Yeah, so it was a fundraiser, but we were primarily labor and logistics. So they have a beer garden down there. By the way, the Labor Day Parade at East Nicholas is one of the most fun things that I have done in our area.
It's going to be my first
big plug
time
for them.
They've asked me to MC it.
Oh, even better.
And so, those girls could talk me into anything.
Yes.
They could have said, we want you to come and wear a chipmunk costume. I'd have probably said yes.
You could be Chip and I can be Dale. I'm in.
There you go.
Yeah, no problem.
God, I remember those guys.
Yeah, right?
So how did you guys get involved in that?
Well, so luckily Megan Reese, who's one of the people that handle all of that, we were lucky enough to have her join us. She is a whiz at a lot of different things, but she's now part of the Sutter Social Club. And I guess technically her awesome husband, hopefully counts. Anyway, so she asked us for help. And basically what we did was the Sutter Social Club paid for we partnered with the Happy Viking, and they give us cost on the alcohol itself.
Oh.
So we use some of our funds for that, and that goes to the event, and then that event they sell the alcohol, and the profit goes to them. And that helps the 4 schools. I'm not as skilled to know all of them. I know Markham, I know East Nick High School, and so on. So there are 4 schools in the East Nick area, and they split the pot 4 ways. I don't have the number offhand, but I know it was a lot of money for those schools. And we believe it fits our mission statement because if there are kids that are helped in that school that are underserved, then we did our part. And our small amount of money turned into a much larger amount of money just from our labor, the Happy Vikings amazing beer trailer. Thank you, Chris and Sandy.
Yeah.
And then the volunteers that were provided to us by the East Nick people. So
okay, wait.
Yeah.
So Happy Viking has a beer trailer?
Oh, my.
Come on.
Well, they have 2.
How could I not know that?
So they have one beer trailer that is very fancy, pretty nice. It's got a bunch of tap handles. It's beautiful, but it's small. Chris wanted, let's say, a couple TVs. What if you want to watch 2 different sporting events and maybe have some music? So, of course, he had to get a bigger one. So he has an immensely gorgeous beer trailer that he uses for catering or volunteer efforts like this. You'll see it at the Sutter Brew Fest. You'll see it at the East Nick Parade. 2 TVs, as long as the signal isn't interrupted by a tree in the way. 2 sporting events. We'll watch golf and football. It's pretty magical. He's got a bar that comes out next to it, and so you can belly up to the bar of the Happy Viking remotely. From a golf course, from a wedding.
Idea.
It's a great idea.
Well, he's a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
That guy, he just, he's not just, I'm the cook. He's like way beyond that, right? Yeah, what a great guy. So you guys, we do the announcing for the Freebirds games out at Bryant Field, and Bryant Field does other stuff, and you guys are actually having an event. Now, is that a fundraiser for you guys?
This one is our only true main fundraiser that is just us. That we're partnering with no one else.
What's that called? How do you do it?
Yep, it's called the Sutter Brew Fest. Hopefully, many in the area have heard about it. But we partner with several local area, California and its surrounding area, breweries, and then a few restaurants locally. And one ticket gets you the tastings and some food options, all covered, all part of the thing, all basically unlimited. And that's our primary fundraiser. Last year, we made almost $10,000 after the 2 years prior was not great. So,
yeah, anything you start, it's like, and then people have to, get used to the idea of, okay, this is why it's fun.
Right. And there was a 3-4 year hiatus due to COVID. And we had to recalibrate, rejigger. You know, we used to do it at the fairgrounds, but they were full. We understand. So we went elsewhere, and luckily, the people that are running Marysville right now could not be more interested in helping out the community.
Isn't that cool?
And helping an events like this happen. I wouldn't say rubber stamping, but they are definitely opening the doors to this town, which is great because it's where I was born and raised. So I love seeing our town, you know, be open to this. So the way the the way the Yuba Sutter Brew Fest works, you buy a ticket. That is your only time you ever bring your wallet out. Right now, tickets are on sale for $60. You walk in. Last year we had 14 breweries, plus the Happy Viking had another 8, 9 taps on display on 4. We also had 2 cideries, and then we had, I think it was 5 restaurants last year. Maybe it was 6. And you're there for 4 to 5 hours, depending on if you buy that extra hour to help us out a little bit more. It's a great time. It's really fantastic. We also have a DJ playing music, so you have a little ambiance there, and it's a great time. And the most important part is it all is to charity. So
it's a lot of different beers.
A lot of different beers.
So you'd have an opportunity.
Yes.
Like if you were like, I drink beer, but
yeah. Well, let's take a journey. I
haven't really tried different. So now, if I go to that, I get an opportunity to try a lot of different beers.
I dare you to try them all. I don't think you have time.
Oh, yeah.
So there are generally 2 different beer drinkers in the world. Those that really want to try a bunch of different ones. I think you can see by the screen that I'm that category of beers. I'm down to try anything. Rarely have I found a beer that I won't agree with. This is my dream come true, right? To have a list that I can read you out. But then there's the other type, call it my dad, the Coors Light only drinkers. Well, he still goes to this event and he still loves it because the breweries understand they're trying to break into the Coors Light market here, or in Sutter, call it the Coors Yellow Belly market. They're trying to break into that to get people to try something new. So you go to this brew fest, unlikely you're going to find Coors Light, but you're going to find a lot of alternatives that I believe are better. And so people can expand their horizons in that way and go to find something that they end up enjoying and buying in the grocery store next time they see it.
At a point when I drank, right, I was in the Philippines and they had San Miguel, and San Miguel wasn't regulated, whatever they call that. So the alcohol content from one beer to the next
does it fluctuate?
Could be radically different.
That is a whole new level of Russian roulette there.
Yeah, just weird, right? And then when I came, but it was so hot over there, they'd give them to you. They like had ice in them. They were so cold. And but when I came back to the States, somebody introduced me to a beer called Lucky Lager.
I've heard of this.
And it had on the cap was something you had to decipher. It was pictures, but it was a saying or something. And so, and you could always tell when you drank too much when you couldn't read it anymore.
It's like the golf course. Every hole is a little bit worse. I get it.
You gotta. And so, but I think this is really awesome. So this isn't wine.
So
are there wines available?
Wine is usually available only, and there's a VIP section that we have as well. So you get an hour early entry, and then depending on who we have working the VIP section. So our years past, we had the Wood Butcher milkshake. Took great care of us.
Yeah. She's awesome.
She's amazing. This year, Lambert House is going to take over. So she's got a lot of great ideas. One of which might be a mimosa bar situation. But that's in the VIP section. That comes with an hour early entry, a special section, and exclusive access to Lambert House, their amazing food, and their offerings that are inside. Plus, it's all tinted, places to sit down and hang out. For instance, all of the sponsors usually sponsor so they can be part of the VIP section. But lucky for everyone else, you could just buy a VIP ticket and you can get in that way.
Yeah. Well, my thought is the name Brewfest. The obvious would be I'm going to get to try all different kinds of beer, including probably dark beers, right? Just the whole gauntlet. And it's just a great opportunity to hang out with other people. Just really, it's got to be just a cool thing. But I talk about this all the time, Chris, and that's win-win.
Oh, yeah.
And so I get something, I'm winning. I'm having a good time. I'm having some good food, some good people to hang out with, and some good brew. The other side of that is I'm helping a cause where kids are getting something out of my being entertained. I'm having a good time, and the kids benefit. That's called win-win. I love that stuff.
I'll give you a win-win-win.
Whoa, okay.
Because the third is our people that have bought tickets and gone to Brewfest for years.
Yeah.
They have won. They have won by experiencing it as well as helping out. And then they show up to volunteer for our Kohl's Back to School shopping spree.
What?
And they get to see the circle complete. They get to go spend the money they gave us on a kid that they're walking through the store. And we got to see, it was at least 10 or 15 people do that this year. And they bought tickets for this year on that day. On the time that they walked out of the store, they said, now I get it. Now I see why all of you are so dedicated and why you're doing so much work, because it's a lot of work to pull off an event like this. And they got to full circle. So win, win, win. Yeah.
So you guys are going to be at the East Nicholas Labor Day Parade, and I'll get to see you guys there.
Yep.
And so you'll have brews there.
Yes, those will be for sale, and those will just be helping out the East Nicholas schools in the area. So all we're doing there is kind of volunteering our time, and Chris volunteering his trailer.
But it fits what you guys do
Absolutely.
to help kids, because all the money that's raised in the parade is to, obviously they have to pay for the parade, but it's to really, it ends up going to 4 schools in East Nicholas one more time doing stuff to help kids.
Yep.
And then I'll be there doing whatever they have me do. Those girls, man.
Yeah, I know. Chippendales. I mean, if you find a large Chippendales, one of the two, I'm in. Let's go. I'll be pouring beers. It'll be hot, though.
My nickname is Fish. I'm not going to be a chipmunk.
You'll
I
be a
shouldn't
fish,
say that.
yeah.
They'll come up with a mackerel costume or
I think Megan's already doing some searching
Probably
on Amazon.com right now.
as we speak.
As we speak, yeah.
All right, so that's Labor Day weekend out
That
at
is Labor
East
Day weekend.
Nicholas.
Yep.
And you guys will be there. Just one last thing. How does somebody find out more about the social club? Is there a web page? Is there a place they can go where they can say, hey, I'd like to find out more. I'd like to be part of that?
Yeah, so first off, if you want to buy tickets or learn anything about the Brewfest, it's just yubasutterbrewfest.com. No hyphens, none of that. yubasutterbrewfest.com, that's us. You'll see a list of current breweries, which I'd love to run through super fast if you have time. Sure. But if you want to learn more about the Sutter Butte Social Club, we meet the last Tuesday of every month in the back of the Happy Viking, because Chris and Sandy are nice enough to give us that beautiful Sierra Nevada room in the back of the Happy Viking, and we make all of our plans and spend all of the money right there. But speaking of, just to run through, here's our current list, and it's growing daily. Figueroa Mountain, they won the Brewers Cup for us last year. Belching Beaver, Crooked Lane, Ramble West, Sierra Nevada, Jack Rabbit, and Urban Roots, plus the random spattering that Chris Drown always has on the Happy Viking. And then for those that are not beer drinkers, we understand that maybe you're dating or married to a beer drinker, but you're not one yourself. Well, we have Golden State Cider, and then we have Surfside Lemonade and iced teas. So those two are...
that's cool.
Those are... And I've never heard of Surfside, but one of my friends is he's doing the slinging of it now, the cells stuff. He says it's great, and the women in our group are very popular, are very happy that it's coming. So, and then on the restaurant side, we're happy to have most of these guys back. Slough House Social, they won the Grub Cup last year. They're the best food. Lambert House, Sopa Thai, City Cafe, Pluma Street Pub. We have 2 more that we're finalizing to do. To join us. And all of that is one ticket price. You get access to all of their beers, all of their food.
Wow.
Yeah. One ticket, one price. And right now, if you buy in the next, I think it's week and a half, tickets are only $60 for general admission. So you try to beat that.
Well, I'll make a suggestion. I hate to do this to you. I hate to do this to you. But when you leave here, go over to Got Cakes and get them to bring desserts.
Roger that. I did hear you say you were a big fan of them. Okay.
I was blown away.
Always need a dessert, right?
It's not that, well, it's not, that place is not that big, and the variety they have of dessert stuff, and that's like, and so I tried a couple of them, and I was like, okay, I need to leave now. I need to leave before I end up on a sugar high I'm not coming down from, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I need it, because I'm like, how many cameras are on me right now? It's 10 pounds per camera, but I feel like there's like 8 hidden around here somewhere that nobody knows about.
All
cameras.
right.
That's it.
All right, Chris Mathews, thanks so much. Glad I met you. You actually told me we had actually met before.
That's okay. I'm a forgettable guy. Don't
And,
worry about it.
so you'll be at the East Nicholas Labor Day event, and then in September, your Brewfest event is at Bryant Field on September
19th, Saturday.
All right, so you can get it at yubasutterbrewfest.com. You can find out everything you need to know.
Yes, awesome. Thank you very much for having us today.
This community interview is made possible by Shaw and Associates.
I'm Dave Shaw, President and CEO of Shaw & Associates. For over 70 years, Shaw & Associates has been your trusted experts for wealth management, tax, accounting, and payroll. We change lives and inspire true wealth, one person, one family, one business at a time. Shaw & Associates is a wealth management investment firm that specializes in taxes, serving as a fiduciary, putting your interests first. You can find more information or schedule an appointment by calling 530-674-1150 or on the web at shawassociatesinc.com. Shaw & Associates is proud to support community radio.